Hey everybody, it's Eden. I film a lot of vlogs, but for some reason I rarely publish them. Something got into me this week and I decided to publish this one, which is kind of a few days in my life at the beginning of the year vlog. Since I assumed I wouldn't publish it, there are a few gaps here and there, so I'll try to fill them in with a voiceover and let you know what's been happening. Here I woke up, got ready, journaled for a while and planned my day. As you can see in the corner, I was reading Later by Stephen King. It's about a boy who can speak with the ghosts of dead people. I've finished it by now and I think King really knows how to write a gripping story and create these jaw-dropping moments. However, a lot of his endings are really disappointing to me, including this one. It was super weird. Let me know what you think about the ending if you've read it. If you've been here for a while, you'll know that I wrote a children's book called The Tale of Gobi and Snappy and How to Be Happy, and I worked really hard on it. I've talked about it before on my channel. The struggle of finding a literary agent or getting an offer from a traditional publishing house is real. That day I decided to look into self-publishing again and try to get a better understanding of the costs, whether I should go with a print-on-demand company or print a stock of books myself. I also wanted to figure out what other expenses I might have if I self-publish and make a clear decision about which option is best for me right now. I did that for about an hour and then I took a sort of break to work on a blog post and another rhymed children's book I'm working on. I love letting my writing rest for a while without looking at it. Then sometimes even just a quick reread is enough to tweak a sentence I didn't like. Then I continued learning about the publishing process. I don't know what I hoped exactly to find. I looked into that once and for some reason I think I don't know, I was hopeful today to come and perhaps understand something in a different way. But basically it was a very frustrating process because what I learned is that if you want to self-publish, especially a picture book, like I want to publish a children's book that is filled with beautiful illustrations, and it's very important that the quality of the print will be very good, otherwise I think it will be less enjoyable. So for that kind of book it's just super expensive and it's not very clear as well. For example, you need to buy an IBAN number and you need an IBAN number for every book product kind of. So I have the book itself and a coloring book as well, so I'll need 2 IBANs. But then it says if you're publishing outside of UK and Ireland then you need different IBANs, and I'm not really sure how that works and I don't even know if I understand correctly, because these kind of things, it's so boring to me that my brain just shuts down, the information doesn't go through and I'm just like, I feel so confused and lost. And obviously besides the printing and IBAN and all of that, you'll need to do the marketing by yourself. So all the distribution, reaching out to bookstores and libraries and schools and all of that, it's a lot of time as well. And it's just not for me. Like, I know myself, I know I won't do that. And as I said, it's super expensive as well, and I'm sure there's so much that is not even mentioned there, things that I don't think about that I'll need to pay more as well. So I was very frustrated, but then I went to have another coffee downstairs and James was on a break too, and he said it's a good thing because it makes it easier. The decision is clearer, and if I know for sure that I don't want to self-publish, then I know for sure that I want to go with the hybrid publishers. And I agree. I think it's true. It makes me doubt this decision a little less. So basically what I want to do now is to read the contract, read everything they sent me, and then I want to look for lawyers here in Ireland that can read it as well and let me know of all the things that I should be aware of, and then I'll reach out to them and tell them that I'm ready to sign. So yeah, so let's do that, and then I'll wrap this book session up and do other things as well. So basically with hybrid publishers, it's really easy to get an offer because the authors pay a certain amount of money, and hybrid publishers, from what I've heard anyway, they don't do a good job at marketing your book or make their earnings from authors. But I do have to say something. I reached out to a few hybrid publishers because I also wanted to compare the contracts, and with Austen Publishers, that was the only publisher that made me feel like they actually read the book. All other publishers sent me something super generic, like they didn't even read the book. There was nothing personal. But with Austen Publishers, what I liked, they sent me 2 pages about my book and about their decision and why they want to work with me. And I feel like this is very, I don't know, heartwarming approach. The way they made me feel like they read the book, like they care about it. I don't know, I feel like I'm going to sign with them. I'll read a few sentences for you so you'll get the idea and see what I mean. So let's see. The board commented on the lovely story, both plot-wise and behind the novel too, noting how the moral element of the book will draw a wide audience. 2 very different characters in both species and worlds who come together in an unlikely friendship, paired with the stunning illustration that brings the work to life off the page and into the reader's active imagination, with a striking, realistic, and evocative style that emphasizes the carefully crafted writing style. This manuscript will for sure stay with the readers even once it has been put down. That's so nice. Ultimately, it is felt that the tale of Gobi and Snappy and How to Be Happy will be well received and a worthy addition to our children's collection. And it goes on for like 2 pages and makes me really appreciate them. After I had pretty much decided to go with the hybrid publisher, I wanted to read their contract again, but then I saw it had expired. They told me that could happen, but also reassured me that I should take my time to decide and that renewing it wouldn't be a problem. So I wrote them an email to renew it. It takes me a long time to write an email, even a simple one like this. I carefully think about how to articulate myself, then I read, reread, and reread. And note to self, there's really no need for that. Now that I'm editing this vlog and looking back, I see that I kept reading it over and over, but barely changed anything. Or I only changed things that weren't really an issue if I had left them as they were. Is sent. Honestly, it's such a nice feeling just to, at this point, it's hard to admit it, but I just want to get it over with, you know? I want to continue writing. I want to focus on other ideas that I have. I want to be done with this, and I invested so much on this book. So I just want to put it out there, you know? After that, I took a short walk outside. It was freezing cold that day, and there was even a bit of snow or ice, which looked beautiful. It's so refreshing to take a short walk outside. Then I started planning my content and brainstorming ideas. I found this girl who gave me plenty of ideas. I had to subscribe and comment on her video because it was so good. I'll link her channel down below in case you're interested. I didn't feel very well physically. I had lots of headaches and stuff like that. I really want to, now that I feel good, to take my time and to plan my year or my next few months, especially in terms of YouTube and content creation, because I want to, you know, take it to the next level, kind of, and be more serious about it and treat it more like a business than just a hobby. And for that, I feel like I need to be super organized. Most of the time what happens is that I don't feel well, and then I feel like I'm behind, so I'm rushing through something, and I just work like a quick idea that I have, and then I work quickly to make it more coherent for a video and upload it. And it's not something that is planned or something that I really thought about. Because of that, many times what I do is like, okay, this month I'll film this, I'll film that, and that's how my month will go. And when the moment comes and I need to film the video that I planned to film, I don't feel related to it, and it feels perhaps childish or not very interesting, and I start to get into my head and say like, no, my audience won't like this video, I won't like this video, I don't want to watch that, it's too boring, blah blah blah, and all these thoughts. And then I get paralyzed by them and I don't film anything. Then I get stressed, lots of headaches, then I complete shutdown. So instead, I want to really think and organize my channel and my content to something that is more coherent, and something that would be some kind of a template, maybe, that it will be easier for me to come up with new content every month. So for example, if I say like I want to upload a video every week and I want each month to have a book review, for example, if that's my template, then I know that every month I need to come up with a book review that I'm interested in, that I want to review. So it's easier for me to have that kind of mindset, and I assume that ideas would come more easily, kind of. And this is actually a really good time to pause and ask you guys if there's a video that you want me to do. Do you have any questions for me in general? You can either post it publicly, but you can also reach out to me privately on my website or on Instagram. In any case, I'm trying to think of a way to have a more systematic way to how I approach creating content. So what I have in mind, each month I want to have one vlog, one book review, and the vlog probably would be related to books as well. So either like a reading vlog, a productive day with reading or studying, and a book review can be like lists of books, or books that I like, books that I don't like, books that are related to a specific topic, just random book review and things like that. And the 2 other weeks, that's what I'm struggling with. So I'm thinking perhaps a sort of educational video, something that is related to studying. Like I have videos, for example, about annotation, so maybe videos about note-taking, like more educational tips or ideas. And I'm not sure what the 4th one would be. Obviously that's not the order of videos, but I do want to have more structure. Another idea I had in mind is to talk about a literary theory. So for example, this is something that I'm actually planning on doing that, but I don't know if it's something that you're interested in. For example, this book, The White Darkness, it's such a great book. So I thought to review this book and accompany this review with a discussion about eco-criticism, basically to talk about what eco-criticism is and how we analyze books through eco-criticism. So I thought maybe to do videos like these where I talk about certain theories or approaches and then show how to analyze books with them. I'm not sure it's something that is interesting to you, but anyway, that's what I have in mind. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to organize myself a little bit, to do like a master to-do list, then to divide everything and to see when and what and how I do everything. Yeah, I think it's about time, and I think it will help me a lot with reducing the amount of stress that I have. So yeah, let's continue. I'm out, I'm going dancing, it's freezing cold. I'm going to see my friend before, and I'm super excited about that. I was so tired a minute ago, I didn't know how am I actually going to leave the comfort of my house, but honestly it's so freezing that you immediately wake up. So yeah, see ya. Hello again. So today I start reading Crime and Punishment. I actually don't have as much time as I predicted. I wanted to have like a good few hours to read and to kind of reach that point that the story starts to roll and then you crave reading it. I don't think I'll have enough time for that today, but I'm going to start anyway. I started Crime and Punishment earlier this year and I think I read only like 20 pages or so, but I don't remember any of it. I just remember a young man that went somewhere and he was very poor. I have no idea, I don't know. And I didn't add it to my final page challenge because I totally forgot about this book. I don't know why. Maybe I read it during a time when I was a bit foggy or something. I have no idea. So I'm going to start from the beginning again, and I'm going to start with a sort of ritual I do before I read any book. Well, not with any book, but mainly with classics, I'd say, because I love reading literary criticism about these books, some articles. I want to have like a clear memory of what I was reading. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to read. I think I'll have about an hour of reading today. So we'll see. Before I start, I want to show you this beautiful bookmark. A friend of mine gave it to me from Mexico, and this is the bookmark that I chose for this book. And also I have my tabs ready, and now I'm going to create a page for it on Notion. I love setting certain goals for myself when I read, kind of like points of interest to keep me engaged and help me retain information better and make the reading experience more enjoyable. Most of the times before I start reading a book, I'll read about the author, the plot, the background, then write down a few things I want to look for in the text. It gamifies the reading experience a bit, turning it into a sort of scavenger hunt for information. I talk more about this in my How to Read a Book in a Day video and my annotation video, and I'll link them both down below. If a book has an introduction, I always read it because there's plenty of useful information there as well.
Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. Bad mood. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you how?
So about 30 minutes in, I read about 30 pages and it's actually super interesting. Last time I started, it felt really slow with lots of descriptions. I love descriptive writing, so I didn't mind that, but I thought it was very slow. That's another example of how concentrated I was when I read it, because I clearly didn't remember correctly. The pace is actually very fast and all the descriptions create some kind of suspense for me, and I'm really eager to know what happens next. James is about to come back from work and it's New Year's Eve today, so we're going to have a little celebration, and I also want to finish some stuff before he comes home, so I'm going to end this vlog here. But I do want to take this opportunity and wish you a happy new year, to you, to your loved ones, and I hope that this year you'll make whatever it is that you're wishing for happen, and that you'll be healthy and happy and content. And I hope to see you more often this year as well. And in general, I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this year, and I hope I won't disappoint you, that I'll make content that will be interesting for you. And also I hope you celebrate today too. And with that, I'll let you go and I'll see you next time.
Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you?
I woke woke up that day and received my new Fitbit, which I was super excited about that. For some reason my Versa 4 Fitbit stopped working, and I decided to buy the smaller version this time because I noticed there was really no need for a bigger screen, and I found it to be more delicate as well. Then I got ready and read a bit more of Crime and Punishment.
I've been lying here for too long. I don't know what else to do. I wanna get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options, every detail in my head, but it doesn't really matter, nothing matters, so I cry instead.
After that, I decided to clean the house, but unfortunately, all of the footage was accidentally deleted. I was sure I had transferred it to my computer and deleted everything from my camera, but then I realized that I hadn't actually transferred those files. So here are a few clips from a different day when I did a bit of cleaning, just so you'd have an idea. Hey everybody, it's Eden. I don't know if I welcomed you to this vlog in a voiceover or something, because I'm not sure yet what this vlog is going to be about and how it's going to turn out, so we'll see. But if I haven't welcomed you, so welcome. It's so good to see you here, and I hope, of course, that you're doing very well and that you're enjoying the holiday season. Let me know in the comments, of course, if you have any updates or things that you want to share. I just cleaned the house. Basically, the house needed a deep clean, and that's what I did today. My body is broken and I'm exhausted, but it had to be done. So I cleaned every corner of this house. It took me all day basically, and I just took a shower and washed my hair. I feel like I have this relaxed state of mind, like everything is sort of under control. Tonight, what I'm going to do, James is actually out with a friend who came to visit in Dublin, so I'm going to take this opportunity and wrap up his birthday presents. He is celebrating his birthday on the 4th of January, and it's on this coming Saturday. A few of his presents have already arrived. I'm waiting for one more, so I'm going to use this time to wrap them up and prepare a card for him as well, and then I think I'll just chill and then go to sleep. Before I wrap them up, I'll show you what I got for him. Although the present hasn't arrived yet, it's supposed to arrive I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. These are just small stuff to make him laugh. So James is turning 43, I think, but he is like Peter Pan. He is childish, but in a good way. I don't know why childish sounds negative to me. It's weird. If you're a native English speaker, maybe you can help me out, but why does the word childish sound negative? When you tell someone that they're acting in a childish way, it's not a good thing. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It sounds negative to me. But it shouldn't be, you know. Acting like children is fun, you know. They know how to enjoy the present moment. They're full of dreams and joy, so it shouldn't be something negative. But anyway, he is childish, not in a negative way. Oh, hello, mister. Ken. Here's another child. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. So he's very childish, but not in a negative way. He enjoys life. He's a super happy person. He loves playing, and there's so many things that are enjoyable for him. So one of the things he wanted for a while is a star projector, which is sort of the modern version of the stars we used to stick on the walls. Both of us really loved those stickers, and this is something he wanted for a while, so I hope you'll be happy. Another one is Dead Joke Calendar, because does he have dead jokes? I love his sense of humor, and I read a few of the jokes in this calendar and they made me laugh, so I thought it would be a nice thing to have on his desk, something that will make him laugh. I don't know, I hope so. And the last thing is I know what you guys think. Come on, you guys with your Legos. But yeah, we love Lego and we love X-Men. X-Men is my all-time favorite, and last Halloween James dressed up as Logan, and this is also a limited edition, so I knew I had to buy him this. And that's it for now. There's another present that is on the way, and that's another thing that he always wanted, but we never had the space for it. So now that we do, I thought it would be a great gift to give him. So basically he wanted like a special chessboard, so I bought this chessboard with dragons and knights and, you know, fantasy themed kind of, and I can't wait to give it to him because I know that he wanted this for so long, and I hope he will like what I picked up for him. The plan on Saturday actually is to wake up to go somewhere to eat breakfast, and then I bought us tickets for a new amusement park they opened here in Dublin, and yeah, that's kind of his things, you know, like a teenager. So yeah, we're going to an amusement park, and I'm going to give him all his gifts. I bought these wrapping papers only because look at these creatures. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Okay, time to wrap them up, and then I'll create the card, and that's it. I really liked these wrapping papers, especially the one with the sort of dinosaur print. And I'll link everything down below.
He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not.
I saw this idea for a Lego themed card that I loved and thought it would be super easy to make, but it was way harder than I expected. Something about getting the perspective right was really tough.
Searching for glory.
James is so cute. He actually ordered me a Burger King because I don't like cooking, especially after I cleaned everything. So I prefer not to eat. If it makes a mess, I don't want to eat it. I can go with an apple or something. He knows that, and he's out and he's not here to make me food. So yeah.
Time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son.
So that's what I have for now. I'm going to let it dry and then go over everything with black, but that would be another day. So I'm going to just organize all my mess here, and then I'm going to go downstairs, eat my burger, and just chill for the rest of the night. So I'm going to finish vlogging for today, and yeah, have a great night.
Looking for the answers, and you'll find